Hi everybody, Tom Wilson here at AirVenture 2025. I'm talking to Amy Wilkins about GlaStar and when and why.
When and why the GlaStar? I learned to fly back in 2013. I had a Cessna 150 for 6 years. I loved it, but eventually I grew tired of not being able to go where I wanted and take what I wanted. Someone introduced me to the GlaStar. I got a ride at the closest one I could find up in the Washington area, where thankfully they're pretty prevalent up there. Immediately fell in love, found this one for sale on the classifieds on the forum, picked it up in 2020 from a builder. His name was Richard Stewart. He built it in 2000, so it was 20 years old when I bought it. It got its paint job in 2002, this lovely yellow color that has grown on me very slowly. It does everything I wanted to do. I needed it to be affordable. I'm far from living that retired life. I came from a 150, right? That is my world. And so it had to be affordable, but I wanted it to be more capable, and the GlaStar just checked all those boxes. And I was looking for a tailwheel. When I bought it, it was in trike. Got it converted to a tailwheel, and it's just everything I was looking for in an airplane.
Great. I'm old enough that I learned to fly in a 150.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could kind of gone off the deep end, really, 150. But what's the best thing for you about moving from the 150?
Definitely cruising speed. One of the first things I noticed is even with a 10 or 20 knot headwind, I still have a triple digit ground speed, which warms my heart. So really, it's the speed difference, the payload difference, the fuel, just being able to go faster, farther, and take. Obviously, what I was running. Still does it on 7 to 8 gallons an hour.
That's me.
It's been very, very simple. I'm an aircraft mechanic. I got my license in 2022. And did the Part 147 around my GI Bill. So I've been able to use that to do all the maintenance. Being an experimental, I do all the condition inspections.
Huge advantage.
Huge advantage. It's extremely simple because the construction is extremely simple. There's not even an oleo strut or anything like that. That's pre-built. You got wheel bearings. You got your inspection of your main structure. It's very easy to maintain. So this was a bit of a hard thing. As I said, I came from a Cessna 150, and I discovered this beauty in Durango, Colorado. The builder eventually lost his medical and decided he wasn't going to let it sit. So after about 6 years of sitting, we found it, picked it up. So it's far from perfect, right? We've got a lot of upgrades planned, but right now it's got 150 horsepower. To answer your question quite simply, 150 horsepower like homing. Yep, old 320 E2G. Came off of a Grumman Yankee once before in its prior life. I didn't hit that up. And at sea level, it's a wonderful performer. We live in the Denver area, and so it does leave some to be desired. We pick our days, and it still does just great. You don't go through a mountain pass when it's blowing 25, obviously.
Right. Yeah. You fly in the morning.
Pick a morning, pick a nice smooth day. It does fine in the density altitude, but a lot I think have 180 horsepower and up, and so they do tend to perform better.
Sure. How'd you feel on the pitch to the product?
It came with it. It's not my choice, obviously. We're planning to go to a constant speed as well, which really also helps up in Denver, be able to get that full RPM range, get off the ground.
You're working with the mountains.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, the constant speed is expensive. You have to buy them, the governor, you have to overhaul them every so often. They really add to it. But at some point, the performance that they give is probably.
Exactly. That's so true. It's worth it, I think, in the Denver area where we live. We're a lot of days the density altitude is 9,000 feet on the ground, and you're starting at 9,000 feet to get off the ground, and so every RPM that you can make makes a huge difference. So come back next year, we'll have a whole new engine, a whole new prop, a whole new panel. It's going to be an entirely different airplane. But as of right now, it is. I got into it affordably. It's a wonderful, extremely capable airplane, even as it is.
And you're camping here? Do you camp out in the west in the mountains? Is that what
I do, yeah. Actually, I've taken this on a few camping trips. This is the tent I usually take with me too. So I I went out solo last year for a 4-day kind of a camping trip. I fit a folding bike in the back, a tent, just go have a great time. It's got tons of baggage space, 250-pound capacity.
Which is something we don't talk about a lot in off-road airplanes. But if you're going off-road, you have to carry it all with you. Walk around, take a look at something. Love the door. It's a perfect example of the ease of loading with the strut behind the door aperture.
Yes.
And the door completely out of the way.
Yep.
It maximizes your ability to get stuff in.
It's all the way open. And you'll notice there's a lot of headroom in here. It's a very wide cabin. My husband and I can sit in here and we're not even close to touching shoulders. And the seats.
That's not a 150.
It's not a 150. And when you fold the seat down, you just have a massive cargo compartment in the back.
Yeah, it's like having your own box car.
It really is. Yeah. Yes, it's a perfect two-seater. It's everything you need. It's 2 seats and plenty of room to haul.
How do you do on weight and balance when you're loaded out?
This is a little more sensitive to weight and balance than some other aircraft, but it's still very forgiving. I've never had too many issues. I always do one just because I know it is susceptible to being nose heavy, tail heavy. But
so it could run out either way.
It could. What happens is you tend to run out of elevator authority quicker than you would like when it's nose heavy, and then obviously tail heavy. You have those problems. So.
Yeah, not good.
But there's 2 different baggage compartments, a forward and a rear, and so if you just arrange what weights you have where, you can stuff this thing full and still be in CG.
Something to be aware of, but not to be afraid of.
Absolutely, yeah.
Handsome panel.
Yes. When we bought the airplane, it didn't have an AI or a DG. They were just cardboard blocked up holes. And at the time I bought it, I lived in Washington, where it's cloudy a lot.
Right.
And so the fear is inadvertent IMC. So one of the first things we did was purchase these AV30s and get those installed, so we have some reference for attitude and DG without ever needing a vacuum system of that sort. So
I just noticed on the tail wheel here, you have a rather substantial looking unit.
Yes.
Still working it.
So this is the T3 tailwheel suspension. We've had it from the start, never had a leaf spring. We just installed this when we did the initial tailwheel conversion. It's a little dirty right now. It's amazing. It just turns every landing into a marshmallow.
Very plus.
Very flat. The Macro, obviously it's lighter than